Hello everyone, I'm Heather at Amalgamingle, and following the epic Palworld update, I wanted to make a quick video ahead of our usual Saturday upload. The update that Pocket Pair issued was arguably the best one yet, since it added photo mode, crossplay, larger dimensional storage for pals, and some excellent quality of life improvements. Although the new ability to build things regardless of pal obstructions at your base is amazing, and makes me so happy, what I'm most excited about is the new global Palbox. The global Palbox is game changing for new and seasoned players who may have coveted pals spread across several world saves, because it enables the transfer of pals between worlds. Much like how Pokemon Home allows the transfer of captured Pokemon between games, except this is transferring across pals from different save data. Anyway, today I just wanted to go over how to access the global Palbox and how it works, answer some anticipated FAQs about Palworld transfer, and talk about the benefits and limitations of using this new feature. Accessing the global Palbox is fairly simple, but if you want to transfer pals between worlds, you will first, of course, need two worlds in which you want to communicate between. After the update, the global Palbox appeared as a level 1 item in the technology tree that is already unlocked. It kind of looks like a large transmitter with a radio dish of sorts. To access it, simply open the build screen and it is located under the pals section between the ranch and pal dressing facility in the radial menu. The box requires only 3 Paldean fragments, 15 stone and 5 wood to craft. Pals are not manually added to the global Palbox, meaning that you are not physically transferring that particular pal out of your personal Palbox to the global Palbox. Instead, the global Palbox serves as a facility that records only the genetic data of pals and allows reconstruction of them elsewhere using the same genetic code. This means that the pal is not deleted from that save, so you can safely copy the pal's DNA whilst using it in the original world. The genetic data stored in the global Palbox remains static. It does not level up in tandem with the DNA provider, unless you manually overwrite it. Once you've chosen which pals you want to share, you can now load up another save and craft the global Palbox here also to gain access to the pals you previously stored here. You can add more pals to the global Palbox to share pals between worlds and reconstitute pals using the genetic code. If you want to delete a world save, then rest assured that any pal genetic data you stored inside the global Palbox will remain, or at least it did for me. You do this at your own risk, just like I did. The global Palbox can also be viewed from the main menu before you load up a save to see what's available if you decide to create a new world. Note that there are several limitations of using the global Palbox feature. There's a storage limit of 32 boxes with 30 slots in each, but if you reach maximum capacity, which is easily done considering pals of the same species can have countless genetic codes and variations, then you can always utilise the new dimensional storage facility. This new facility enables storage of a large number of pals. It is also worth noting that higher level pals will scale down to your character's current level upon withdrawal, despite the level of the pal DNA stored. I'm actually glad they did this, because if they didn't, it would probably break the game. One major drawback of Palworld transfer relates to partner skills. Even if you have already unlocked the partner skill and crafted any corresponding equipment to use it in the original save, it will not be unlocked in the new save. So if you had big ideas of transferring over your high level favourite mount to a new save, then I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you will have work to do first. Not only are the partner skills not unlocked, but they do not even show up in the technology tree if the pal has been transferred. Transferred pals do not register as caught, so the only way to unlock the partner skill in the technology tree is to encounter that particular pal again in the world. Sometimes a very difficult task with legendary pals. I get why they did this, but it does kind of undermine the whole point of Palworld transfer if you have to catch them again in the world anyway to unlock the corresponding partner skill. I really hope they patch this, but as it stands, that's the way things are. The global Palbox can be sorted and filtered the same way your personal Palbox can be. One excellent feature of the global Palbox is that it rejects the deposit of pals that have duplicate genetic data, so that you don't end up with the exact same pal in storage. This massively helps with comparing pals' strengths and weaknesses. You can weed out the weaklings with useless stat decreasing passive skills such as cowardice, pacifist or slacker, and you can keep the best pals on hand. Catch enough of the same pal and you will end up with the best version of that pal, or have several variants on hand to use in different situations. It's also great for keeping track of lucky pals. Utilising the global Palbox can also be excellent for base building purposes, since pals deposited in the global Palbox retain their work suitabilities and levels, despite the pal's overall level scaling down to your character's level. This means that you could have access to superior pals for your base early in a new save, and significantly increase the speed of production of goods you will need in great abundance. For example, a pal with a level 4 work suitability in kindling will smelt ore into ingots a hell of a lot faster than a pal with a level 1 work suitability in kindling, such as Foxparks. And that's it in a nutshell. There's not much else to say about world transfer of pals using the global Palbox. It does what it says on the tin. I'm not sure if new players will benefit much from this new feature, but the potential for base building for seasoned players is massive. Anyways, I do hope this video helped explain how to access the global Palbox, how it works, and answered a few lingering questions that you might have about it. I've been Heather at Amalgamingle, and thank you very much for watching.